What's up, guys? This is Leona 95. At this time, I just finished to read this book, JT, by Jane Wagner. And this book is awesome because it includes the pictures of the situation, what is happening in the book. Also, this book has a movie, and in the movie are the same characters that you are seeing in this book. So let's talk about it, this book. We have JT. JT, who's a poor boy, not just a poor, but he has too many needs. His family has many needs, right? One day, a red car was parked near the store of Russell, where he lived nearby, and he saw inside an amazing radio, and he wanted a radio because Christmas was coming. But also, he was not the only person who saw the radio. It was Bumper and Claymore who also saw the radio, and also they wanted the radio. But who had the chance first? It was JT. So JT took the radio and ran away to escape because the other people was following him, and not only for the radio because there were little bullets for him. Once he reached at home with the radio, he feels so happy because he knew that his family couldn't afford the jeep because, as I say, Christmas was coming. And his mama Mercy, I think his grandmother, one day he has to pick it up her grandmother from the school, from the bus station, but he forget because Bumper and Claymore was following him, insisting to get the radio, and also he has consequence. He has to face consequence in the schools because these bullies were with him in the school, and they attacked with him. They attacked him in the school, putting salt in the eyes. The eyes of JT were so red, and one friend saved him in the bathroom, and the friend didn't know what happened, and he said, maybe you need a pair of glasses, okay? But it was the situation with JT. While JT was running to to reach his grandmother, he saw Bumper and Claymore following him, and he started to run again, and he ran with many garbage. Where he lived, he ran in this place where all garbage of the city was there, and he heard something like meow, meow. It was a cat. It was an injured cat who has the marks of the life because this cat has been fighting, and this cat was living inside an abandoned kitchen, like a box. So when JT saw this, he compared his life with the cat, and he knew that this cat has faced them many consequences as him. So he started to take care of the cat. He started to feeding him. He started bringing food from the schools and then give the cat. It's an amazing story because he often goes to schools, and when he goes to school, his teacher says, we have to write what means Christmas for you. However, you have to see around you, so each has different situation, and those situations will inspire the students to write about the Christmas. But JT didn't feel anything, and what he wrote in his homework, he drew a cat. When he presented this to his teacher, she was mad, but she didn't express because she knew that something was going on there. After that, the next day, her mother said, you have to go to the store before you go to the schools. And JT has to do the shopping for the week, and also will share in the account of mother because her mother was paying every each of Each end of the month was paid to Mr. Rosen, who has the owner of the store. Of course, his wife of the owner of the store was mad because this kid was taking advantage of him, and she feel like that this is not caregiving, this is a store. You have to give the money, and we are going to give you what you buying. That's the trade. Okay, so JP added 5 cans of tuna because he wanted to give the cat. When the next day, her mother asked, "What you want for Christmas?" And he told the whole story that he found a cat, and this cat is singing, and maybe if he can bring the cat home. And her mother said, "No, we couldn't afford for all of us. It's so impossible. Sometimes it's so hard. Imagine if we have a pet. Also, he will be many money." For her mama, the answer was no. Okay, so when he was shopping, every time he was adding kind of tuna until the end of the month. Her mother went to the store to pay that for all of the items that she brought, and it was a surprise when he say you have to pay for the tunas and say there have to be a mistake in the list because I never eat tuna. And he say, JT is your boy, and he wrong in your name. Of course she has to pay it, but she paid it the next month, and she was so mad with JT. Um, when JT went to the store the same day, say, "Hey, I'm going to buy to share something for my mama," but the owner of the store said, "No more credit for you. You are a chair for the mom. You have to be a supporter, and you are not going to do." And he was so worried because they already knew the situation, and also her mother, and he has to figure it out something to give the food to this cat. It was so hard because while all situation was happening with his mom, he was building a house where the kitchen he converted a house. He adorned it like and he put it the name of Bones. So Bones was the name of the cat, and he already feel comfortable, and also the cat feeling this connection. When all situation happen, JT has to figure it out how to feel in Christmas. And we are forgetting the whole situation with the radio. Okay? So to end this story, JT confessed that the bullies were following him and he tried to escape where was his place in those garbage of the city. And also they found the cat and killed the cat. JT was so sad because it was his cat. Now he is alone with it was like before. So JT is so mad and angry because he couldn't see the light with this cat. However, Mr. Russell, who was the owner of the store, saw the whole situation was happening, and he discovered that the tuna he was wrong, it was for the cat, and it was the meaning of the life because he was taking care of someone. Even you don't have to do, or you don't have enough support, you are taking care of the cat, and he was doing an amazing job. So in Christmas night, a situation was happening, unexpected visit of the JT family. They knocked at the door and say, JT, we have a surprise. And it was a little kitten. The little kitten, it was coming with milk and many tuna fish. And also the Mr. Rose say, when you need a tuna, We won't charge it. It is free for you. And at the end, at the first, he was no too much love with this cat because it was not like Bonds, but this cat was feeling that someone was taking care of him, and in the end, they become great friends. One day, JT got to store say, "Hey, I'm looking at job in the store of Mr. Rosen, where he purchased the tunas." And they smile each other because now he's supporting the family. But also they have a gift for JT. Do you remember the house of the Bonds? They wrapped it like a Christmas and they adorned this old kitchen like a tree with gifts and lights and stars, and it was an amazing Christmas. So JT discovered what is Christmas means, and also that when the red car was parked, he returned the radio, and Bumper and Claymore just saw it, and he didn't run, and he started to work it. And that is an amazing story. So guys, I recommend it to read his book and leave you comments about his book. And see ya next time.